One.
All right, it is Friday night. We're here at the Black Dog. The characters are in Syria, and
The floor is not clean.
Yes, that. This is the point where everybody's realized that the radio silence probably wasn't protocol. What's the plans, Jen? You've just crossed the border back into Syria from Turkey.
Prime leader, come back.
It's nothing.
Pack leader, come back.
Nothing.
We're alone.
Oh boy.
Storm, come back. Nothing. All right, now we've covered all the bases.
Hammond, come back. Oh, you're right there.
She looks up from the tablet. What now?
We've lost contact with all operative teams.
That's bad.
Yeah. Yep.
So, gonna start creeping forward.
Okay. You're still able to, but you just have to slow down as people crowd the street and cross in front of you.
Mm-hmm.
Unless you're gonna play cow catcher with the front bumper of the Humvee.
No, I'm basically doing a creep.
Okay.
Just forward creep.
Lean head out the window. Gas.
Great. Now I've speed bumps.
Yeah, that'd be good. Have Tay-Tay, be the one who's like, my humanity had a good run.
Just
got all these grenades just sitting here, not being used. Oh, my babies! My babies!
My gun's getting bored.
Oh my god, that one creeps back in.
Yeah, that was a while back.
Mm-hmm.
He starts caressing his
that
RPG.
That was a Gen Con gem.
It was. I have to say.
What are we doing? My gun's getting bored.
I have to say, if you're playing a Space Marine, that's right in character.
But he had a foam chain axe.
That was a different guy.
I know.
All right.
That wasn't a guy. That was a child.
Yeah. Hanan starts looking a little agitated. What's the plan here? Because if they've jammed communications, or I guess that would be a best case scenario.
So, flashbang out front.
I don't think that's a good idea, but...
I do love this. All right.
It's a non-lethal.
Options on the table. Which crime against humanity do we start with?
It's not lethal.
I wouldn't call it a crime against humanity. It's just...
You mean if he caused a stampede? In a crowded civilian area? What would you call it if it's not a crime against humanity, Rob?
Misunderstanding?
A miscalculation?
Yeah!
You call it an oops.
It was terrorists. Terrorists did this.
Wow, you're really fast-tracking to get on the Tannhauser short list, aren't you? This is fantastic.
Bad people.
Yeah, yes.
Bad guys. We call them bad guys.
No, Rob's up there in the turret. You know what I've heard? I've heard they don't feel pain.
God, I'm trying to get my humanity back. I'm trying to avoid saying anything of the sort.
You mean when weighing down whether or not,
Accidents
well, flashbangs
okay.
are non-lethal.
I like to point out, I was not the one who talked about
So is
flashbangs being
tinnitus.
non-lethal. I just said they're a bad idea.
I know. I'm just saying,
Because I imagine
No,
stampede would be the least of our problems.
No, I'm
at
saying
that,
that, with your humanity already lowered and Tay-Tay going, ew.
No, the best part would be like, Rob's response should be, flashbang. Just use a regular grenade.
God, yeah, we don't.
There's a dividend around.
I mean, flashbang people might not take seriously.
Rob's character pulls out the SATCOM that he, appropriated from the team later. Drone strike means never having to say you're sorry.
Predator drone, we have some.
We have a road.
Midday congestion. Could you make a
hole?
No. Make a carpool lane for us.
Since it's a drone, apparently it's not a human, so it can't commit a war crime because it's not a human.
There's a human.
Well, according to U.S. policy, I'm not sure. Get demonetized for saying something like that.
I don't know if that's demonetization or
a
watch
list. I assume it would put us on a list like that.
Strictly speaking, we're playing U.S. military in Syria. I think, we've already gone past point alpha.
Yeah, I think so.
There was a point alpha?
Yeah.
Decided to do this.
When your characters start talking about war crimes, yes.
Oh.
All right. So,
yes, the casual humor that we are talking about Syria with is way past point alpha.
Well, to be fair,
At least we didn't commit the first war crime. God, I'm sorry.
I thought you were trying to bring the humanity back up.
I can't help with these two. I mean, mister, I'm going to fondle my RPG launcher.
We didn't solicit you to say that.
Nice.
You just
okay,
uttered
mister.
it.
Grenades are my babies. I'm gonna.
You guys were the ones saying it.
Oh my god, he's gonna start painting the grenades like miniatures.
I'm saying as few things about him and his grenades and his RPG as I can get away with. So I don't even want to invite that nonsense.
I haven't said anything about it. It's
we just know what's in your mind.
He's gonna get some plaster Paris to shape them like an Easter egg, and then.
Hey kids, here's Easter eggs for you catch.
Easter egg hunt.
Back to what we were doing. There's people in the streets.
I call it a Kinder non bueno.
No es bueno.
Kinder no es bueno.
And it goes in the round notes. Oh, you broke them.
Oh my god.
It comes with a great surprise inside.
Oh, it's a surprise. Lord.
What color is it? Blue.
I blew this way, Tammy blew that way. Alright. So.
Sometimes I wish I wasn't so jaded.
This one's not only illegal in the U.S., it's illegal everywhere else.
As it should be. Alright. So anyway. No shit. There you were. In a crowded street.
Honk, honk, creep. Honk, creep.
Oh, I thought we were not
honk,
supposed to do
creep.
that. No honks.
Yeah.
Okay, you're right.
He's talking
Beep,
about a vehicle making a noise.
Beep, 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 beep goes the Jeep. Thank you.
Well, come on.
That was a cheat.
We're trying to get these Kurdish refugees to some semblance of normal life. We are a freedom
No.
I was half expecting something to come flying from that direction. I was just like, I'm gonna lean down so that my head's in line with everything.
I'm gonna lean down so the camera can't see me at this point.
Yeah,
No, I can still see
that's
me,
one
honestly.
probably should. Alright, so anyway. Did you want to try and make an attempt? Give me a roll.
What am I rolling?
I don't know. What do you think you should be rolling?
Preferably not,
here?
Stamina
firearms.
and brawl.
With the stamina
Yeah,
brawl of a vehicle.
literally, Kevin's character decides to give up and ghost ride the whip in a Humvee.
Hey, better grab the wheel.
And no, and that's the thing, is all the time he's blasting one of 3 Rocky themes.
Oh, why? Why does it have to be one of those?
Because everyone loves living in America.
He's trying to do a stamina and brawl, dude. There's literally nothing else that can be done here. It is one of 3 Rocky themes.
I always did like living in America.
Really? We're going to jump back to some James Brown.
Yeah!
In
Bring
Syria?
some culture to these people.
Oh, Lord. Oh, Lord.
I'm never
Can I
gonna
combine
regain
2
humanity.
abilities? I want to do drive and melee.
Oh my god!
Two on the
I'm never gonna regain humanity! Oh my god!
No, you're combining an attribute and an ability.
Oh, okay.
So go ahead and figure out what you're doing.
I'll try
Dex is driving?
charisma and intimidation.
All right.
Roll them.
No, he's got to cast them.
I have to cast them.
The cast
It's
ability.
It's a spell.
Ooh.
I love the fact that you get the most inconvenient dice to roll.
And then put his entire hair in the camera.
Yeah, no, this is fantastic. He's desperately trying to figure out what's going on, and anybody watching this is looking at Kevin's bald spot.
Now we know why I wear something on my head all the time.
You're also not that close to the camera.
Still, there's a reason I'm wearing this.
Three.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, people start kind of slowly milling out of the way. Self-control roll.
I almost feel like I should just do a self-control roll too.
Why don't you just kill people? Just go ahead and kill people.
Run them
I'm gonna make you roll self-control rolls until
I got one success. I
Until
don't
you
do what I was thinking
Kevin?
of.
Kevin? Okay.
Okay, Kevin.
Hey,
Okay.
Okay.
One success.
Okay. Okay.
Okay.
how does that go stuff more it's going to be in camera?
All right.
Okay.
Yeah. They start moving out of the way, but they look
Put out.
a little bit.
How dare you honk at us?
Oh, was there anything you wanted to bring up there, Tay-Tay, since you'd seen something? Probably isn't important.
Yeah, probably not, if he saw it.
I didn't see anything last time. That was Rob.
Are you sure?
Yes, I'm sure.
Okay.
Because my last perception roll, I didn't see squat.
And Rob's got to adjust the notes.
I don't think Rob saw anything either.
Rob had a
Unless it was the smoke I saw rising, I did mention it to these guys.
No, you
You
didn't.
didn't.
I thought I did.
No,
No.
you didn't.
It's probably not important.
You didn't mention the kaboom.
I didn't
no.
hear a kaboom. I only saw smoke rising.
Yeah. So that doesn't mean there's like fire or anything. Why would there be anything?
Okay, mention that there's smoke rising, but because I thought I actually mentioned it before.
Okay.
Oh.
Smoke?
Where?
And there's radio silence?
Is the smoke in front of us?
1 plus 1
Is 1.
apple.
1 plus 1 is uh-oh.
All right, what are you guys doing? What's the grand plan?
Didn't really have a plan for if.
Yeah, we
except-
did.
What, the MRAP is going to go help them?
Well, that was one rapid response plan.
What was the other plan?
Keep the buses moving and then go help.
So we're supposed to leave the buses alone?
The whole idea was with splitting up the convoy was to make it harder for a force to attack the entire convoy. If we knew that the forces were being attacked in a specific place, we could all converge on that while sending the convoy down what we would hope would be the safe route.
Bob's character shrugs. Shoot the hostage. Remove the situation.
So that would fix a lot of things right now.
Hey. Give me that RPG. We're going to solve a humanitarian crisis.
Making another one.
Exactly.
We're going to keep the...
Do you want to actually go off in the direction of the...
We're going to keep the Turks from committing genocide on these Kurds by committing the genocide ourselves.
Yeah, remove that option from their toolbox.
We'll show them.
All right. What you got?
Well, assuming somebody can signal the... do the buses have the route maps like I do?
No.
Oh, that's a bit of a problem.
How far off the route is the smoke column?
Off of your route?
Yeah.
Probably 3/4 of a mile or more.
Well, what do you guys want to do?
6 blocks. You know.
I can go,
We can render assistance, or we can not. That's what it comes down to.
So what's going to happen with the bus? Are they just going to sit here while we go off?
That's the question.
Because I'd say we keep going with a bus. But I don't know. I mean...
Initial mission was to get them to where they're supposed to be.
Yes, I know that. You're not helping. You're just restating the current situation.
I'll give you guys a second.
Input requires actual input.
I'd say stay on the, forward course, because I don't know what the situation is over there with the smoke column. Assuming even if it is our guys, then what are we going to do? Just run over there without knowing what's going on?
This is where you put in your...
I was about to.
Oh, go right ahead!
So
Okay,
go ahead.
so you were
We're
hanging
waiting.
there
Should we all be
in
silent
silence.
now? Should we all be silent now so you can talk? Go ahead.
See, my favorite part of this? Shh. My favorite part of this
We
is
have to
that-
wait.
Are you
Be
going to
quiet.
actually fucking say something?
My favorite part
Because
of this is
I am
imagining
really tired of you being like, okay, I need the pregnant pause to sit here to show my exasperation.
my irritation. Now stop. Okay, I agree with Rob. There you go.
See?
There you
Finally!
go. He makes a decisive action.
I've seen Kevin do the same thing, though.
I gotta plead ignorance to that. I've never seen. I don't know.
Interrupting Kevin gets him riled up too.
Oh, that I see that. Yeah, but
Yeah. Did you have a vote? Or were you gonna?
what does Hannon say?
She's got no vote. She's
She's
watching
a
the
valuable part of our team, and I think she deserves a vote. We should have a vote to see if we give Hannon a vote.
Nice. What are you gonna go with
Leave
the
stuff alone,
crowd
Jeremy.
decision, or are we gonna override them because they're all morons?
You're driving, man. If you want to,
Self-control roll.
If you think that's the best decision, I'll go with it. Because we didn't exactly make contingency plans if someone gets ambushed, and besides having the MRAP be the support vehicle. I mean, there might be war crimes we could document. I shouldn't yell at it, war crimes. My God, I'm horrible. I'm losing more humanity.
You're not
I'm losing real humanity.
By the second. It's kind of bad when you lose real humanity in real life.
Yeah.
I just feel bad for Rob's characters. Like, I should be better if these stupid meat sticks weren't always in the way.
I know.
Alright.
I make an executive decision.
Okay.
We're going to render assistance.
Okay.
Okay, so what are we gonna leave them in the bus, or are they gonna follow?
No,
us?
they can follow.
Okay, I don't see any problems with that.
If we come under fire, I'm pretty sure the buses can figure out to GTFO.
Okay. Alright, I'm gonna need to see a intelligence and driving.
How many successes, Kevin?
4.
I think 5.
No.
Come on, Kevin, bring up 5.
3.
Oh!
See, you had to go and jinx him.
I know.
Alright.
I blame Tay-Tay for that one.
Hey, I'm not even using my cheating dice.
What?
I don't know what you want.
Is she eating a piece of that stick?
Yeah, she was trying to.
Alright.
Should probably throw it away or something. Or something.
Or something. Alright, yeah, you take a hard right and head down a slightly less crowded thoroughfare. Rob, give me a perception alertness.
Oh, yeah!
Difficulty 7.
Okay. Perception. Alertness. Let's see how many more dice get added to the dice jail. Let's see. What was the 7?
Yeah.
I got 2.
Alright.
No ones.
There is a guy, as you turn on the street, there's a guy that kind of snaps, and then starts talking into a cell phone.
Oh, I let the other guys know that I think we have a spotter in the crowd.
I'm debating whether or not to make him roll self-control.
Are you going to roll it not to shoot him?
It would be so easy. Alright. Yeah, you're able to pick up a little bit more speed, but...
Here's the thing why I wouldn't want to shoot him. Is because I have a heavy machine gun, and it just seems like overkill to try to, wing him with a heavy machine gun. It just seems really bad. Because I just imagine it.
Well, as we know, with a 50 caliber, you only need to be around the target.
I know! That's the thing. I want to hit the target, not everything around the target.
Oh, even if you do hit the target, it's still...
If it goes right over your shoulder, you're dead still.
I know! This is kind of like why I don't want to shoot him.
I'm glad that we did some time in the Twilight 2000 trenches so we could impress the deadliness of modern armaments on you.
Yeah.
Alright. Yeah, you're able to pick up speed, but keeping the buses with you means it's not a lot of speed. Maybe topping out 30 miles an hour. 50k. 50 kilometers per hour. Give or take.
Okay.
Okay. Nice. Alright. Yeah, it doesn't take you long to see the column of smoke that Rob had witnessed from the top.
Lightning!
Lightning. Good old lightning.
Yeah, good old lightning.
Booze Hound.
No, that's the other team.
That's
Yeah, Boo's Hound is not the other
the
thing.
other team. All right. Yeah, Hanan puts away her tablet and stows her bag within reach, but braced so it's in case things get.
Oh, you
Message.
know.
She's gonna want to get her.
Things are going to get,
Kalashnikov.
Good thing she field stripped it, cleaned
Yeah.
it, oiled it up.
it's gonna shoot in prime form.
See, no, what she did was before she went out on this, she'd heated up all the metal parts and then quenched them in oil so that they're properly blued, so that they're going to be a little easier in the
For killing angels? What do you want?
Well, now that you mention it.
Or, I'm sorry, Reggies. Gonna be killing the Reggies.
Yes, let's go with that. All right.
Yeah, slightly less racist.
So, yes. Anyway. Yeah. It doesn't take you long to come up on a
The Flaming
scene-
Horse of Doom?
a scene of mass carnage.
Flaming Horse of the Apocalypse.
Flaming Horse of Apocalypse, yes, thank you. I need to fix that.
Yeah.
I see nightmares. I see no shadows, only my demons.
Yeah.
Punxsutawney. Kill!
Punxsutawney, kill!
What?
No. All right. So anyway, yeah, it is a.
That's my new next horror film, Punxsutawney, kill.
Are you sure that's not your new character?
Nah,
Yeah, this is great.
I'm not Kevin.
Yeah, I'm gonna run a Mutant Year Zero Gen Lab Alpha, and Rob's got the mutant groundhog. That all he does is he steps outside and pronounces doom on everybody, and then goes back to sleep.
No. Even better. Anything that touches his shadow melts.
Well,
No,
that's not a
he
mutant
doesn't have the
power.
points. He doesn't have the points to get that as a opening power. All he does is he just, basically just wakes up, bitches about everything, and then go back to sleep.
I honestly...
And your character gets the sparrow. You get the sparrow for a character. Go ahead, ask me why.
Why?
Picky, fussy, and nervous.
Then we need to know what Tay gets.
Well,
I'm a Labrador at this point. Huh?
No, the sodden sock.
nice. Alright, so yeah, you roll up on a scene of mass carnage. It is...
Of course it's
Yet
sentient.
again.
It's a sentient sodden sock.
It is.
And it hates its existence.
I like Tay.
No,
So
I
anyway.
hate my existence.
The other Humvee is parked nearby, and they're trying desperately to... there's... thunder in the turret, twitchily scanning the approaches, while the rest of the team is trying to shift debris off of the broken buildings off of the wreckage of the buses.
Okay.
I think you guys should.
Render aid.
Shouldn't you run out there
Obviously.
too to help?
Tete's like,
Who's driving?
No, I mean when we get there.
gotta
Shouldn't
clear
you
the
get out?
wreckage out of the way.
You want it gone in stylish fashion or gone
No.
in 5 seconds?
Cover.
Yeah.
I thought I would be providing cover.
Yeah,
and-
multiple people providing cover at this point.
Okay.
Position the buses, or wave the buses, no, wave the buses up with our approach and have,
Alright, everybody give me courage rolls.
Oh, this would be fun. I'm gonna get like all ones on this, I think.
because I want as many people as we can to transport whatever injured onto our buses.
3.
5? Really? Wow. 3.
I realized that going like that threw it off.
That was not going to make any sense to me.
I got 4.
Okay. Alright, so you're going off to try to drag people out. You're covering with the gun.
Yeah.
I want to have create a between the forward Humvee and our Humvee. I want the buses to have a relative zone of cover between us.
Part of this is becoming complicated by the fact that there are people gathering and kind of swarming around the buses. There's civilians that are trying to get to the ruined, smoking buildings.
Mm-hmm. I'm assuming this is either a roadside bomb or...
Is there some kind of role we can figure out if we can make sense of the information we're seeing right now?
Got an investigation check?
Okay.
Well, you're going up there.
Yeah.
Investigation, perception sound good?
Sure.
Or intellect.
I'll do it while I'm going out there to see if there might be any other...
Well, I got 3, so...
Okay.
Kind of shocked.
Well, that's
I wish I had got that 1, but...
1 zero's gone.
Yeah. So I've got 3,
yeah.
unless it is a 7.
Okay. What are you trying to determine out of this?
Trying to figure out exactly how the buildings kind of fell onto things. Or was it just an explosion?
It
or...
looks like there was something that was detonated basically at the building facade to cause it to
collapse onto the
essentially, yeah. Something pushed, something,
is an ambush.
Well, yeah, it's an ambush. The buses were almost, were in the shadow of the buildings, closer probably than they should have been for some reason. And the buildings essentially, a good portion of just sloughed away and
hit buses.
Jeez, if only we packed the buses with, like, explosives along the sides.
Right?
Yeah, I know. That would take care of everything.
Yeah. The best part of point defense is if you explode something, when something tries to explode you, it just cancels out.
Yeah, that's how they do with tanks now here.
Right?
Yeah.
Mine was
Go
just to
boom!
determine if we can find a quick way to get this.
Not without a bulldozer. That's the thing, is at this point...
That was my concern.
This is a...
That's why we call him the human bulldozer.
Can we bring our Humvee up to one of the buses and use it to drag a bus out of the rubble?
You're not even sure if... You're not honestly sure, because the way the debris has dropped onto it, you're not sure how effective any of this is going to be. They've been trying to drag people out of the side, but most of the roof is caved in.
How many extra people could we get into the buses if we... I mean, I assume we have to get...
Standing room only, you could probably overload these by another 50 people, but that would... There's about... I want to say you've already stacked them up with probably 250 people as it is, so you could maybe, standing room only, crowded as hell, and pushing the suspension, you could probably bump them up to 300 people per bus. But we're already pushing the limits on that.
Well, yeah.
You're not real sure that much can be done without, actual heavy equipment search and rescue.
That was
what
I was worried about.
Back up at all?
Nope.
The only other thing was maybe
we see the
hook it
MRAB.
up to some of the debris and then pull it off, but at that point, no.
Nice to know those guys are around.
Are personal radios working?
No.
So no radios are working?
No radios are working.
Cell phones working?
Your regular ones are not. I'm assuming you guys actually had one of the SATCOMs. Yeah. That is.
That was specifically being told by Rob.
Yeah, because I grabbed the SATCOM. I'm going to call back to base and see, report what's going on, I guess, since I'm the one who has the SATCOM for some reason.
I mean...
Why not?
Why not?
Yeah.
I don't know why this is something you'd complain about, but we'll go with it.
No, it just seems weird that the guy in a gunnery position would be sitting with a SATCOM. That's all I'm saying.
Does nobody trust Tay-Tay? Done. All right.
I can't argue with that.
Nobody trusts me not to lose it.
We don't trust you to do anything except sit there
and blow things up.
And blow things up.
And then take things out when they need to be taken out.
Yeah.
So long as I'm there, I might add.
Take things
if I'm
out,
not there, I can't
blow
take things out.
Well, there is the alternate option.
Yeah. Oh, God. What is that?
You say the words, "I'm busy, I pass the phone to..."
Yeah.
Rob's like, but then I have nothing to do.
Then I have no sat phone.
Exactly.
And he's out of sat phone.
Yeah! I would be out the sat phone, and that is not good. I need my sat phone.
I need my connection.
So who's going to use the sat phone to do what?
I'm going to give it to Kevin, since I assume when he's done driving.
That's right. All right.
Because I'm actually at this point I'm keeping an eye out for any hostile attacks.
Okay.
Overwatch, yeah.
Okay, I will try and get connection to the Butcher Squad. And
you get connection to remote command.
Okay.
Yeah, I had a
which
feeling.
is basically California.
Okay. Well, I will...
They have not heard from any of the other teams.
Comms are out.
Yeah.
Completely.
Yeah. That's their understanding.
Can I get a recon from any...
Actually, a drone reconnaissance would be good.
Any aerial assets in the locality?
They've got monitors running. They will go back to your position. There's a lot going on right now. There apparently is a main dash push against a number of strategic, locations. They will reroute to you.
Okay.
I'll assume there's no elements of ours that could help.
Did you want to hop out and talk to the other guys?
I don't know. I'm asking Kevin if we could, call them and see if we can call anyone else that's in the area to help out or not.
There's no direct communication.
Yeah, we don't.
I'm saying,
no,
I know
calling to Cal. Yes.
Yeah, I know. Call to California that we need help.
Yeah, I'll inquire on any elements in the area besides aerial assets.
There's nobody. Your team's the only one in the area. They can try to link up to
NATO allies.
YPG.
We'll take that. I mean, we need to take.
No, if we can get YPG, that's fine.
Yeah.
If we can, I don't know how local they'd be if it's this close to the Turkish border. That's a known crossing. They like to stay more on the fringes. But
yeah.
Are there any French forces, any NATO allies in the area?
Let's go through our ally
Can we smell
list.
any cheese or frogs?
Nice.
Because I know.
There's a French joke for the night.
I know the French were in the area, or were in Syria also.
Yes.
French were comparatively fewer, but let me say
They were still active.
We just need them to be active in the area.
Your best solution... Yeah, it's going to be YPG is probably YPG or SDF are going to be your main local callbacks.
Okay, well, we need anybody we can get because we are trying to avoid a humanitarian disaster.
We're in a FUBAR situation, so, you know.
All right, they will get back. They will
Time
get
for
back to you.
Tay to shine.
As he is going forward to help with the actual buses, and he is keeping Overwatch.
Yeah.
I am going to go over to Storm
Okay.
and get the situation from him, minus the, yes, we understand it's an ambush. Your comms are out. Have you heard or seen anything from command?
So I just want to make sure I'm clear on the situation.
Sure.
So there is not any shooting going on at the moment, right?
No.
Okay.
Right now, essentially, it's you've got this main thoroughfare, but the thoroughfare is largely blocked by the wreckage of probably a 4-story building that has collapsed on these buses. The Humvee is the other Humvee, the one that's got Storm, Thunder, and I'm going to say, God, not Jackal.
God, not Jackal?
God, not Jackal. No, the only two that I remember are Jackal and Dog, and Jackal and Dog.
No, there is no dog. There's Jackal, Coyote, Fox, and Wolf. It's the pack team.
There should be one other one.
Coyote.
Black Jackal, White Coyote, Blue Fox, Gray Wolf. Unless I made a mistake, but that's
How many is that?
4.
Should be 5.
Actually, you're right. There should be at least another one.
So Dog,
Black Dog.
Actually, there should
Yellow.
be 6.
Yeller Dog.
Oh, no. Copper Dog?
Not Yeller Dog. Because he's
Oh.
old Yeller.
Oh.
He's a Yeller Dog.
Copper Dog.
That would make sense because
I'm going to say it's Fox, actually. It's Thunderstorm and Fox in this particular
Okay. So what's
Humvee.
their...
I need to go over details of pack team offline, I think.
Okay.
Because, yeah, it's like we
I-
have 6 people in our team, and right now with Yellow
you?
Dog, yeah, we have Blue Thunder as our leader, White Lightning.
No, we have 5. Because we have the 3 of us and 2 others. Storm and...
Oh, I counted Sergeant Snuffles, too.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, well, they've also got Wrecker.
Thank you, is it Sergeant Wrecker? That's what I was missing.
Yeah,
Thank you.
Wrecker.
Actually, that's important.
How are you missing the dog?
I knew they had a dog. For some reason, I did not have the dog's name.
He doesn't have to give his rank, because...
No, actually, Sergeant Wrecker, I believe, was actually...
Oh, he had a rank.
Yes,
he just
he has
doesn't
a
go
rank.
by it.
He just doesn't go by
I
it.
thought
Yeah,
it was
'cause he's
Sergeant
Wrecker.
Wrecker.
No,
went
he's just
by
Wrecker.
and-
He's just
okay.
Wrecker. Sergeant
just Wrecker.
Snuffles goes by Sergeant Snuffles.
Sergeant, okay.
Okay, so
Okay.
I'm going to inquire about a casualty report.
Okay. First off, they've heard nothing of the MRAP. They've heard nothing of the other team. They were actually trying to speed up when they realized that they were under radio silence also. And that's when things went wrong.
Not radio silence,
Yeah,
radio
no.
jamming.
It's still radio silence. They're not getting anything on the radio. So yes, you're right, but
Details matter.
details matter.
In an investigation, details are everything.
There's no way we could actually... Probably can't call California and figure out where the radio jamming's coming from. That's like
we have
asking too
flares.
much.
Anyway, they've heard nothing from the other team or the MRAP. They were second in line. So they're not sure what the command team or the other Humvee is doing. But they're assuming they either got free or got in trouble and were assisted.
Okay.
Right now, the casualty count is they're about ready to cut losses and go. Because this looks like a complete disaster. It's unlikely we're going to get more than a couple survivors, and we're sitting ducks while we wait.
Okay, get what survivors can, get them loaded on our bus, and
As in none.
okay,
That's the point.
we're talking full casualty.
The buses are buried. You can tell there's buses underneath there, but
Okay,
the roofs are pancaked.
okay,
This is a multi-day extraction.
okay. Load up, fall in, and roll out.
Yeah, I think that's their only option.
That's the thing, is they were willing to hold to see if they got any backup, see what could be done, but right now this looks like
We'll take lead. They fall in behind. Did you point out the spotter?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mentioned it to you.
Okay, we passed a spotter who signaled a change in direction for us. I think if we can keep going along your route.
Why don't we start a new route? There's no
Okay.
point.
Yeah, so we should start a new route.
As random as a route could be, would be better.
I'm going to make a, what would it be, intelligence and driving to make a new route
Sure.
with the maps. Can I get an assist from their driver to, or...
Yeah, go ahead and add 2 dice.
Okay. Okay, I got 3 successes.
There's a quick, easy route that's basically just a straight shot out into the desert, or into the fields, and then, reorient back to a main road. At this point, you want to get as far away from people as possible. There's no telling what...
Yeah. All right, we'll take it.
Okay. Is there any... Okay.
I'll draw the, or give the new route to Storm. Tell them to keep their head on a swivel. And, do they have a SATCOM?
No. Because I gave it to you. There's one SATCOM per team.
Okay.
You get a buzz back on the SATCOM from remote. They tell you that there appears to be a... they think they found where the other buses were.
Oh.
Okay.
It looks to them like the other Humvee and the MRAP are pinned down
Where?
outside of the city.
Right. Well,
To the southeast.
then we will make our way out of the city and head in that direction.
Okay.
Ask if they can provide an air support.
What kind of air support?
What does it look like they're engaged with? If it's vehicles, take out some vehicles.
Just drone strike them? Okay.
Or, I mean, laying down some strikes behind their line of defensive line would at least create enough confusion.
Yeah.
Buy us time.
Okay. See what we can do. Alright. Tay-Tay.
Oh no, not him.
Yeah, you catch sight of, Rain signaling you. Is there anything else you were going to be doing as you were, picking your way out of the scree of rubble?
Not much.
Okay. There's people gathering around and trying to, just kind of milling about.
Use that charm we know you have.
What are you thinking? What are you thinking?
There's plenty of people here that if we were to just
leave them,
make plea to, if you can help clear this out, to maybe help anybody.
They're going to work to clear that out.
Yeah.
You don't need to encourage that. What you should do right now?
Yeah.
Get back in the vehicle?
Pictures.
Yes. Yeah, I will be taking pictures. That was the other thing I was trying to think of earlier.
If you can get near, if there's even the possibility of a window being visible in the bus.
Yeah.
That's pretty grim. But yeah, good plan.
Yeah.
That's the point.
Yeah, that's pretty grim, but good point. All right.
Yeah, I guess
remember,
at this point I'll just be
pictures.
I'll be doing pictures as for the most part.
Okay. Yeah, get a few good shots.
Oh, okay, I was trying to wonder why he grabbed that card, but he just needed a blank space.
Yeah, that's why there's all those little blank cards. If he's got to mark things down.
I love the fact that Rob's that blind.
Oh God, you know I am.
Good.
Yeah.
And then hightail it back to the vehicle.
Yeah, that's very bad.
Did you botch?
I'm pretty sure I got 2 1s and no successes. So I assume
he's straight up botched.
Yeah.
Badly.
Okay. Excellent.
Humanity roll.
No.
No.
No, we're safe on that.
Yeah, I figured it's something bad for us.
Yeah.
Not so great for us.
Isn't that what I just said?
Yes.
No, I have a good idea of what's...
Yeah, you reach down and scratch Snuffles behind the ears.
Oh, that's good, because
Yeah. He's a good dog.
Oh,
he's a good dog.
All right. So,
Yeah.
pictures snapped, directions figured out.
I am not paying attention.
You guys were in lead?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Hannon leans out the side door and fires the AK, yelling.
Yeet.
Yeah, basically. Yelling in about 3 different languages of GTFO, y'all.
At that point, I would just about face and book.
No, the assumption was you already were.
Well, either way.
Well, I'm assuming I would
yes,
take
he is
over.
running because I've already taken off.
It was about that time them Duke boys knew there was a whole mess of trouble. All right. Yeah. The streets pretty much clear.
Oh, no.
And you guys head off. And she is, leaning out the side door and just yelling and making noise.
And that's when the claw comes out of nowhere and takes her head clean off.
Clean off.
Burn a healer! No!
You would have been horrified had it not been a perfect 3-point shot into that corner, Green dumpster. All right. So anyway.
Would you rather this one?
No. I can't even say it.
It says holy cats.
Okay, holy cats. All right.
No, he wants that one.
No.
All right. So you're about. You can see the edge of the city coming up as the buildings begin to thin out.
And that's when the explosion comes. Do I want to run this game? I could.
I was waiting for the shower of red over everyone but me because my head is no longer there.
That would be fantastic. hey guys. I just figured out how Kevin's character got his name. So fill me in, Kevin. Fill me in. Tell me about the explosion.
Bad.
Details.
Come on, Kevin. Don't leave us in the dark here.
Comes from both sides.
Oh, I like that one.
And catapults the Humvee through the air, landing on its roof, and skidding, turning white lightning into red smear.
That's my new code. Red smear.
As he is hamburgered across the main thoroughfare.
Did I ever tell you about my buddy in Canada that restored a totaled out Corvette?
I don't like the way this is going.
I know, right?
Was it a convertible?
No.
Those are
Was it after?
No, he had to restore the Corvette after it had been totaled out. It turned out that the guy had rolled
it. Wasn't
it.
always a convertible.
The guy that had owned it, he'd rolled it. And you know, it had this particular, this sort of peculiarity, this sort of, you know.
They don't call them suicide doors for nothing.
Well, no, because he was the classic guy having a Corvette. So it's like one hand on the wheel.
Yeah.
Nice.
I started to remember this story.
Yeah.
They called them hamburger from then on.
Yep.
I called him righty.
Yeah, there we go. Alright, so anyway. No! This is where Rob gets to shine.
Oh, I thought this is where I get to bleed really badly.
Perception alertness.
Boom.
At least, yeah.
I could read that in your notes. Boom.
Boom. Yeah, that's how bad I think
Everything
things are
go
going.
boom. Yes, Rico. Kaboom.
I got one success.
One success.
Unless I can get a 6 as a success.
I'll give you a 6 as a success.
Oh, then I have 2.
It isn't difficult to...
Dice.
I know!
You're going to have to unjail some of them.
No, I'll find more dice.
I swear, I should get a pound of crappy dice so that you can, just take from the bowl of terrible
honestly,
dice.
he then needs to get the dice grinder. There's no returning from this sentence.
Well, you bought it last week.
I did, yeah! I'm sure that grinds some dice down.
It would. It
That'd
absolutely
show
would.
them.
All right.
You'd have to back it up a couple times, but it would work.
No, it'll get backed up all right.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. What's your actual drive and roll, Kevin?
Dex drive?
Yeah. Just
5
so I know.
dice.
5 dice? Okay, so this doof would be better, but he's wearing armor, so we'll drop it back. Hey, look! A single success.
Oh.
All right, 2 successes, Rob.
Yeah!
So your head's on a swivel. Behind you is
it's still on.
His head is a swivel.
okay.
Well, it was on.
Let's go. I'm gonna say odd is bus number 1. Even is bus number 2. Okay. So, looking back, the bus that's immediately behind you, maybe 2 car lengths.
Yeah.
And you hear a muffled, woof. And you see the second bus kind of lift up and skid sideways as fire jets from underneath.
Oh, yeah. That was my... I
You're
should
not,
have gone with my original thought.
you're not the only one that thought that.
What was your original thought?
Was that
Kill the hostages, remove the situation?
Bomb in the... under the...
See, there are a lot of people milling about when you guys
Yeah.
stopped to render aid.
Yeah.
Robert yells down to you, "Drive faster!"
Did I? Well, that's.
I don't
nice
know.
of
What are
me.
you doing? What are you doing?
I'm not sure.
You're turning around.
I
No,
just
no,
see
what
that we
happened?
lost a freaking bus, and I'm not sure how to react anymore because,
Because we were sent on a mission with no chance of success.
Well, and honestly, at this point, Rob's just standing there going,
Humanity.
That's just another minus in the numbers column.
That's humanity pick.
Yeah, well, that's the thing. I'm trying to regain humanity, so
I
I'm
know.
like,
He's not letting you.
No, you just need to cry. Just cry.
I'm probably going to cry because it's like, nothing's fixing the situation. It's just going
So,
worse. We lost bus 2.
yep. Well, we're going to keep going. I mean, if Storm can stop and check it out, assuming the bus isn't on fire and blown to pieces. But
Humanity check.
four.
I swear. Your character just spends the entire time, humming, always look on the bright side of life.
I mean, save what you can.
I swear, I lose another humanity. I'm just going to lose it and just...
Your character is just going to be collecting ears.
Yeah, I was going to say.
I know, it's like...
You're making a necklace at that point.
I mean, I lose another humanity point. I'm not even going to bother trying to get it back at that point.
Because you're going to lose it again the same session you get it back.
All right, Rob. Rob?
Humanity roll.
Yeah, there we go. What's your character's reaction?
I think I am going to cry, because it's like, it's kind of like...
I figured there was a stream of expletives.
No, I'll get behind this. Adding the element of just a keening howl. Your kinfolk, after all.
Yeah.
At that point, we just go, what?
No! Give me a willpower check. I love that I can always rely on your dice to do the wrong thing.
Yeah, I don't think you have enough dice for that roll, do you?
Don't.
Yeah.
He's
Rob.
got more dice.
I got more dice. It's just,
He's always got
Do
more
you want
dice.
to use Taylor dice?
No.
Maybe luck?
No. Well,
Do you want to use
not all
Taylor
of them are
dice
gonna
with the
be
condition
bad,
you get
right?
to throw them in the trash?
He's got a dice jail for it.
No, I imagine a Bill Paxton moment, honestly.
No, I can get behind that.
I mean, we're talking about Private Hudson at this point.
No, I get where you're going.
Yeah, this is going to be actually a good roll.
Whoa.
Because 1, 2, 3, 4 successes.
Yeah, your character, 4 successes. Wow. Yeah, your character just kind of collapses rather than, going with the worst possible. Yeah, you're suddenly acutely aware of the cost of war. In the distance, you hear a machine gun just open up.
Okay.
Bonk. Well done there, Chief. Well done.
She knows that it's there. Even when you guys aren't even here, I've heard her
She'll
hit
bonk.
hit her head on the table.
Bonks.
I'll be going to bed and I'll hear bonk. Are you blind?
Hi there, Pooch. All right. Yeah. Lightning is collapsing. What are you doing?
Pulling him down and sit and getting up and
Yeah, he'll take care of things.
And I assume that's the better choice.
I've got humanity to burn.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, I'm fine with that.
Perception alertness difficulty 7.
Yeah, maybe you won't screw up so phenomenally bad as I do.
3
God.
successes. All right. Yeah. You hear the pitch of accelerating vehicles come Dopplering toward you. What are you doing?
At this point, I'd be opening fire just to...
On the bus? Okay, good.
Not
call.
on the bus.
Yeah, Joel.
Shoot the hostage in the situation.
Yeah.
Jesus.
God. Yeah, we learn from the best.
What's the moral of the story?
Shoot the hostage or remove the situation.
No, the constant moral. Be more specific.
Yeah.
No, I like shoot the hostage.
These are...
remove the situation.
Which direction are they coming from? Behind or in front? Or to the side?
You're not sure. Probably to the side.
Alright, I will spin to the side I'm hearing it from. Make sure it's not the bus that we have left.
You think it's both sides?
I will shout down to Hansa, and hopefully you'll hear this and maybe help yourself out of this situation you're in, and say,
He spent
I'm
way
covering
too much time
left.
in Metro.
You guys need to cover right.
To who?
We're getting attacked from both sides.
Yeah, to the people in the cab. Hopefully he hears and gets himself out of his...
See, Hansa is a faction in Metro
Oh.
2035. So
Yeah.
he's therefore thinking in that direction.
Yeah. That didn't even chart.
He was trying to remember, since he doesn't take notes, Hanenteke.
Hanan.
All right. What are you doing?
Well, barring any additional info, I am going to be barreling forward.
Okay. Give me a driving roll. Let's go difficulty 8.
Oh.
1.
1 success.
Yes.
All right. Yeah. Hiluxes peel out of side streets and converge on you. You swerve and narrowly avoid being sideswiped and pitted by one of them. And Tay, let's get a shooting roll. How are you doing this? You opening up, or are you being judicious? I mean, what's your collateral damage threshold?
What's collateral damage? I open up.
Self-control roll, maybe.
Yeah, self-control. See if you have the control.
Let's go difficulty 8.
But no, I'm opening up.
All right.
Render unto them the displeasure
Of making
of your badass.
Okay.
So,
Hanan. Let's go ahead and assume that.
So I'm a spends me a willpower.
Okay.
I'm gonna spend
At this point, I'm just like, goodbye.
No, at this point you're like, finally something to shoot.
Alright.
See, this only has a massive erection.
3.
Right.
Is that including your spent willpower?
4.
Okay.
I have 4 successes.
Okay.
I think her shots are probably going to ring true.
Yep. She gets like 9 successes to shoot a dude in the head.
Actually, she's going to get 8 successes because I'm going to make her go full auto with this.
Okay.
Wow, that was much worse.
She has 27 successes now.
Okay, that's going to be
Everything
11
happy goes
successes.
She empties her peanut butter gun into the dash.
Homeworld, yeah.
It's
So, I had 4.
the amount of dead from screaming and perishing under the tsunami of peanut butter.
Can I shoot
How many
things
dice?
too?
No, you're currently trying to recover your humanity.
You're incapacitated at this moment.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, if you wanna forego that whole,
Rob.
Catharsis.
No.
catharsis, then we can. But right now you.
Oh, actually, this does count for my catharsis. So
Yeah,
that's
we'll
good.
work
Jesus.
for it. What?
Lance Henriksen is 81 years old.
Yeah.
I'm glad we got that established.
Is it important things? Yeah.
I didn't want to bother with that.
Yeah.
God.
That's why
The
I said
damage
it.
you managed to. See, is this guy gonna actually be able to do anything? No. I'm gonna say you guys were fast enough in ripping those two apart. Yeah, you walk a line of bullets across the grill and passenger compartment of one of the trucks, and you hear the skidding and crumpling metal of the other one as it careens into a building.
Awesome.
I fist bump Hanan.
She's too busy,
Killing.
hanging out the window. She's what she's done is she's looped the strap of her
Seatbelt?
carry bag
Being far too
around
cool
the
for you.
around the seatbelt, and is using that to brace her one leg as she's hanging out the window.
This is awesome.
Well, I mean, this Humvee is probably
Again,
going 60 or
She does
70.
that swatter.
Yeah, she's not taking any chances. Oh, failed dex check. Thump, 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 thump.
Mm-hmm.
Although I found out that falling damage in White Wolf is surprisingly forgiving.
Really?
Yeah, 1 bashing for every 10 feet.
Oh.
I mean, you're not even falling a foot if you fall out of the car.
Right. All right. Give me another driving check. Difficulty 8.
Lay down. If you duck, I cannot pet your head. Puppy.
1.
I'll do it. She'll
Just keeping that threshold. Yep. That's good. It's good.
That's a concept.
As long as
She
it's a
does.
success.
As long as it's a success. All right. Yeah, you another couple of Hiluxes up. Quit rattling the table, dog. All right. Another couple of Hiluxes converge towards you, but there's a rattle of machine gun fire from behind, and one of them falls back smoking.
Yay!
Hi. Be good. Be good. You know, I want you.
Tell her to go lay down.
Sit be good.
Or that.
Alright. Yeah, a little more judicious gunfire, and the second set of Hiluxes are dealt with. And you finally pull free of the city into the surrounding fields.
I always do trust Judge Kalashnikov to be judicious with his bullet dispensary.
Bullet dispensary. And within probably 20 minutes, did you want to try to reconvene with the other elements, or did you want to try to get some distance with the one surviving boss?
Is Storm following us?
Yeah, that was the machine gun fire from behind.
Can we signal him over in the direction of the firefight?
Give them a perception check. I'd say that's reasonable. Do you want them to escort the boss, or do you want to go to the firefight?
That's the same thing. You gave me the same option.
No, I didn't.
You said, do
You want to go to the firefight with the other elements that aren't here, or do you want to stay with the bus?
No, you asked me if you want them to escort the bus, or do we want to go to the firefight?
What's the plan?
I'm not the only one who heard that, right? Okay.
I'm not sure.
I'm not taunting the DM.
So you are the set. I didn't hear anything, but Tay definitely did.
Okay.
Did.
Yeah, he just won't admit it.
Input?
I'd say rescue the bus, get the bus out of here and let the other guys do it, but I'm not sure.
Okay. All right.
Input?
Either. I really think we should say
the
hostage. Not hostages. The
Nice.
everybody keeps saying it, so now it's stuck in my head.
I know. I almost said
We need to
hostages
save
myself.
who we have right
Yes,
now.
that's not the question. It's, do we want to get in the firefight, or do we send the other team to get in the firefight?
Do we send more competent people than us? I think so.
So you want us to stay with the bus?
Yes.
And you?
I got it.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
Rob? You?
I'd say stay with the people.
Stay with the bus?
I mean, if I'd rather you just make the decision right now.
Okay. We'll stay with the bus. We'll send them over to render aid.
All right. There is actually very little in the way of
Pursuit?
interesting events. You get the remaining bus to a refugee camp, probably 20 miles away from the border.
Wow.
What?
What did we save? About
250 people.
250 people?
Out of 1,500.
Yeah, I know.
Bad day. Everybody has them.
Well,
Can you get a humanity check for that kind of?
yeah, go ahead. Give me a humanity check, difficulty
No,
7.
that's valid.
He has me humanity, Bert. He isn't me.
Oh yeah.
He's sitting there like, is this a Monday? This really feels like a Monday.
You said
We lost like
you said
1,200
difficulty
people.
7.
Yes.
3.
Okay. Yeah. No, you're over here. We lost like 1,200 people. Sounds like somebody's got a case of the Mondays. All right. Yeah. When you pull up to the camp and you see the white tents stretch out away from you, and you see the abject misery that you've delivered these people into.
Should roll another humanity check.
bingo.
Oh, goody.
Rob's like, this is exactly what I needed.
Yeah.
Oh, great. The ones who died are the lucky ones.
I still made it. Luckily, I make it.
Okay, I'm looking at 4.
Yeah, I got 2.
Okay.
Well, they're alive. And where there's life, there's the potential of betterment.
They got experience. Something you get when you don't get what you want.
No. No, because I'm pretty sure this getting here was what they wanted. They just didn't realize that it's not what they wanted.
I assume what they wanted was to stay where they lived, but apparently they got booted out of there because, you know.
Because it was flattened?
Because mean people.
Mean people.
Flattened their homes.
Yeah, mean people flattened their homes.
Also, the flaming apocalypse horse.
Yeah.
Totes.
I will never unsee that.
Okay.
No one's going to unsee the apocalypse horse.
Some hours later, your comms come back on. And you're given location for a regroup.
Who is running this refugee camp?
UN.
Oh.
Oh.
Okay. We'll go for. We'll go to the rendezvous point.
Yeah. No, do not eat my dice. All right. Now you that evening you rendezvous at a.
Let's give my character a chance to lose his mind.
Okay. What do you got?
Give me the odd or even choice.
Okay.
Okay. Odd.
Odd?
Odd.
All right. Even.
Okay. So no.
No.
What was going to be?
The little kid I gave the candy bar to was on the other bus. See, I can torture myself.
We all know this. That is.
I was. He
wasn't even thinking about that.
No, I'd set it up. I just kind of, you know. You want to go ahead and give me your humanity check with
I'm
difficulty 8?
Yeah, I'm fine.
Okay.
You don't even.
It's not me, man.
And I was like, you know what? I mean, the kid, at least he had chocolate before he,
Because we know if I was nice to a kid, that would turn out bad, and I'd lost another humanity.
Rob would be over here, you know, with his, you know, either his sad journal where he's drawing this, you know, this poor orphan with a ballpoint pen with these wide eyes and a single tear, or he'd be going, shouldn't have wasted that chocolate.
Are you kidding? I think he was carving the kid's name into his arm with his K-bar.
Yeah.
No, with the way his character rolls. You know what I could go for? Chocolate bar.
Yeah, it'd be the going down the toilet faster.
All right. You regroup with the rest of the team, and
who's missing?
Nobody's missing.
There's a lot of refugees that are missing.
They've got a couple of refugees. They managed to pull off one of the buses. You figure like 8 total. And honestly, they're badly maimed, which means, you know, Hanan's got her work cut out for her. Prime is just kind of off at the edge of things with a thermos and a pack of smokes.
I took him more for the raging.
This sounds like a good point.
The raging. What the hell happened?
Oh no, we'll get there.
Okay.
So what are you guys doing? Like everybody's just kind of
little ragged from what just
commiserating.
happened.
Who you talking to?
No, I want to get a rundown on what happened to Team 1. Because I know it happened to Team 2. And get an idea of who the strike was from.
Well, they rendezvoused. Well, okay. First off, they were just waved. Team 1 was just waved through the checkpoint.
Okay, so they weren't even stopped.
Yeah.
So they were making distance between us.
Mm-hmm. Team 2 was delayed a little bit. You guys were delayed for a long time with the Turkish soldiers. You guys were about half an hour behind.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, they were making sure to put plenty of distance. They actually had gotten a ping from Rook. They had gotten some fresh intel. They knew where a checkpoint was going to be, and they were going to try to avoid it, and ended up being drawn into a different checkpoint.
Checkpoints are easy to set up.
Uh-huh.
Okay, so this was state sanctioned.
They aren't even sure who.
Well, how would they know who started this stuff?
Well, they had the assistance of the Turkish checkpoint to split us up.
Yeah, the Turks were very specifically
Stopping us?
Mm-hmm. There was a lot of methodical planning to separate the three elements. The checkpoint outside of Kamishla. The checkpoint outside, it was a bad situation, but they thought they were actually going to prevail because Bishop had made a point of arriving there shortly after they'd gotten there, when it was becoming evident that that there was something going on. There was a full plan behind this. When the 50 cals opened up on the buses, that was when Mr. Bishop, we probably won't be seeing Mr. Bishop for a couple days.
He disappeared into a mirror.
No.
You flipped out.
Yeah. Failed rage roll.
Yeah.
Essentially,
There's no.
the gunny motions you up, and points to the caked on dust across the MRAP.
Okay.
As he's pointing this out, he reaches in and picks up something.
A clump of hair. Yes, I.
Oh no, it's not a clump of hair.
Tooth.
Oh no.
No.
Claw?
It's probably somebody's liver.
Okay.
Oh.
Yeah, good thing I'm not seeing this.
The gunny just kind of shakes his head. There's just I suppose answering atrocity by atrocity is a method.
How did he manage to throw a liver at the...
That's the thing. He didn't.
It wasn't thrown. It was
Splashed?
smashed. Yeah.
And how did he manage that? Grenade?
So,
No. You get a description of Mr. Bishop becoming the thing that walks on two legs, and full Krynos and shredding people, and one set of claws and teeth.
Oh.
And
so peeling them like an orange.
Oh, more like. Do you know how the proper Italian recipes suggest making marinara?
Yeah, tearing open the tomato.
Yeah.
Isn't it boiling and then?
It's usually peeled. It's usually peeled whole tomatoes that you then just.
Yeah, you usually. Well, I've actually had to deal with this. You boil them first, and the peel comes off really easily.
You buy canned peeled.
I guess you could if you want to be a heathen about it.
Oh, I'm sorry, because my boiling water is superior to their boiling water. You're right, Rob.
Rob's Italian ancestors would be
say,
put out.
I was gonna say, Rob walks up to the stove, gets his S. Pellegrino water, and pours it slowly so as not to agitate.
Yeah, only
the choicest of.
Only the choices of choices.
Rob cooks for fun and enjoyment.
No.
You cook for sustenance.
No, I do way more cooking for you. I cook for me, so.
Yeah, I cook for other people.
No, you don't.
Yeah, I mainly do.
You try
I
to cook
assume
for
he
you,
has
but
to.
you end up cooking for your daughter.
Sometimes
I assume he has to cook for himself a lot.
Sometimes
just
she
in general.
deigns to eat.
I know what Tina eats. You cook for yourself.
I primarily do. All right. No. Yeah. Everybody's a little touched by watching a Silent Strider in full Krynos and full rage. But that's just compounded with watching 500 people just lit up by a set of 50 cals.
Okay.
I'm glad Kevin's character can, Red Rain, he's fine with all this.
Well, why do you think I'm Red Rain?
Now you know why
Yeah.
White Lightning. That's the only way I can deal with this.
No, my favorite part, honestly, is on a practical standpoint. Like 2 weeks ago, he was like, "It's all mythology and folklore." Past 2 weeks, I don't know what to think, but I've been briefed on it anyway.
It's like,
I used to be normal.
I'm the... I am now the Fresh Prince of Syria, because my world been flipped all upside down.
All right. Yeah. Yeah. Like an hour or so later, Hanan kind of limps back, grabs a bottle of aspirin, and shakes a few out, chews them, and swallows them.
And chases it with a Red Bull.
Red Bull, pint of whiskey. All right, I can now see God.
Well, that takes 5 Red Bulls.
Depends on the whiskey. All right.
In one sitting.
I don't know.
No, 5 Red Bulls is
Or
pretty
2.
much, palpitations and.
Well, that's the what's the FDA
5 Red
recommend?
Bulls with whiskey. Yeah,
That's the FDA
bad.
recommended daily amount of caffeine in one sitting.
It's got to be way more than that.
It's 400.
400 times?
No, 400 milligrams is the recommended amount that you should not go past.
No, I just remember a video of some couple of
Now I'm curious.
YouTube idiots drinking 5 Red Bulls in one sitting, and apparently it makes you mildly psychic.
I think you mispronounced that.
Well, when he started guessing numbers 1 out of 100 correctly.
111 milligrams of caffeine Red Bull.
5 of them? That's...
No, that's 1.
Yeah, I know.
Milligrams?
No, I was doing
111
math
in
on
1
5.
Red Bull. There's up to 400 milligrams of caffeine a day appears to be safe. So 4 Red Bulls is over daily.
FDA says 600 milligrams per day is too much.
So they did 555.
Wow.
I'd be like,
Which literally runs into too much. Yeah.
we're skating right
Too much
underneath
when
that
you get over
600.
300.
Yeah, but if they're correctly guessing from their knucklehead friends, I'm going to go ahead and say that half the answers were 69.
Oh!
Actually, the one that they had on camera was 71.
Oh, here's some trivia. Apparently, according to this thing I just pulled up, Pepsi One has the most caffeine for any soda.
Yeah, because it's terrible.
Apparently, that's the only reason to drink it.
Because it's terrible? Yeah.
Yeah!
Yeah, because they decided to make Tab slightly less awful.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. So, every team other than you guys is grappling with the true horror of...
Sectarian violence?
No.
you guys are actually free to concentrate on on things slightly deviated from the horrors of sectarian violence and humanitarian crises. And
It sounds like drinking. Drinking and smoking.
is that really how you're going to regain your humanity?
I didn't say I was regaining my humanity. This is how my character deals with it.
No,
At this
your character
point.
has to
That's how they deal
actively
with it.
try to do things to regain your humanity. I'm going to treat this like
Play Dark Side with a
dark side
friend.
points in D6 Star Wars.
Oh,
you have
boy.
to actively move towards.
Oh, this is
each
just
side.
temporary, but
All right. Let's plan. You can plan for, what your next step in your mission is. You can, reflect upon the events of the day. You can, go out target shooting in the desert because reasons. I don't know.
I'm going to...
There you go.
Well,
Go shoot cans, Rob.
I feel like I
you
should do
used to
something
do
that
with
doesn't...
your old man back
It
in
just
the
feels
day.
like I shouldn't do something involving guns at this point.
Yeah,
Really.
he may have had his fill of,
Of
throwing
bullets?
lead down
Yeah.
range.
He didn't shoot a whole lot this time.
It doesn't matter.
Oh, he still murdered people.
Yeah.
I'm going to
People
confer
died.
with Hanan
Okay.
about possible leads and forward movement, and her knowledge of the basic lore that we're digging into.
Oh, you're interested in listening to her now?
No, but it seems like a good idea.
No, that's literally what she says. Yeah, because she'd been reading something earlier. Well, this seems interesting. Whatever, woman.
You
You
hear
blew
Alex,
her off earlier, and it was just like, okay then.
you hear Alex after he got Insta coffee, and he goes, "Ah."
Yeah, you've been dissed by Sanka boy.
Nah,
Revel
I'm
in
getting
this
2
moment.
cups of coffee, and then I'm just gonna go walk off and sit
Why
out
couldn't you
on his
save
own
more?
with Prime and offer him the other cup of coffee. Because he looks like he needs somebody there.
Probably
He's got a
not bad
thermos.
idea.
He doesn't need your coffee.
Well, let's have it this way is more coffee. Yeah. Refill is Irish.
I'm doing the helpful lower rank thing of...
Is it?
Yeah.
Is
I'm
it?
gonna go speak to a chaplain because I need
Nice.
something.
Okay. All right. I should
Down.
probably figure out who the chaplain of this group is.
Yeah, I'm like,
Oh.
Not me.
I almost think it might be Mig.
we don't have a real chaplain.
He didn't decide one.
No, that's the thing is, honestly, a chaplain is a non-combat role.
Yeah, I know.
They don't carry weapons.
Yeah, so the best you got is maybe a guy that...
An imam.
Nice. Did you want to go find an imam? We could do this.
Why would I? He needs the imam.
Well, it has to be a group thing because there's nobody sitting around out in the desert.
I guess if Mig's the closest thing I have.
I'm gonna say Mig is the one that probably has just a touch of counseling.
That works for me. Yes, I'll talk to Mig because
All right. Yeah. Go ahead and give me a humanity check. See how many successes you get in emptying your soul to him. Botch! Oh Lord.
Yeah, it's a botch.
Oh my lord.
Yeah, this character is not yeah, it's a
Can
serious
Can you
botch.
see this right now?
It's 3
No.
1s and a 6.
He took out his 6 with one of the ones and then has 2 to spare.
Wow.
Holy cat. That
Thanks,
there
Nick.
we go. Holy cats.
Wow. Okay.
Does that mean I lose him?
No, but I'm gonna say that you just given
Incoherent
Mig a
babble.
lot to think about because your character. Okay, here's how I'm gonna frame this. It starts out with the fact that your character is becoming dehumanized toward this whole bit. Your character has seen that nobody else in the world cares, and they brought you guys in knowing that you wouldn't care either. And going back to your childhood, you've seen the just awful way that society marginalizes people, and let's say I'm gonna say odd is your father even as your mother's the werewolf. Okay, your mother is the werewolf. Basically, your entire childhood, your character was, your father was demeaned and kind of,
Emasculated?
yeah, he never quite measured up. Even though he was a straight-up blue-collar sort of guy, I'm going to say he was an auto mechanic. And he would spend his day, being an actual productive member of society and come home just to find that, he was useless. He was a waste. Everything he was doing was making things worse. And this was when your mom was home. Which she wasn't a lot of the time. And Escanaba isn't really a, boom town.
No, it is very far removed from a boom town.
There's a lot of blue collar, a lot of rural. It's
bad.
Yeah, and your character was at the lowest rung of this. And this is a good portion of why your character ended up in the military is because it was a way out. And you're seeing now that no matter where you go, it doesn't matter. And, everything you do, it's just, At best, you're prolonging the, inevitable. Nothing matters. Nothing you do matters. And if we were here to make a difference, we'd be helping these people. We'd be stopping things at a higher level. But no. You're basically just a fucking janitor with a gun. Cleaning up other people's sick. So, with that in mind, you and Mig talk way into the night. Yeah, so it doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter.
I'm starting to think that Braun doesn't just have coffee in that thermos.
Oh, no.
He said replenish his Irish.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right. Now that I've raked Rob's character over the coals, what do you want to talk about with Han and Teke?
Yeah, you go for it, man.
Yep.
It can't be any worse than that.
Prime, basically, with his entire... He doesn't talk much.
Yeah.
What he does occasionally say is that we're the ants. And everybody else is the guy with the magnifying glass.
Yeah. I assumed I would be that whether or not wall to talk to, somebody to talk to instead of him just being off on his own, because he saw some stuff.
Oh, he saw a lot of stuff. I should actually figure out which people on this are, the kinfolk and which are the, willpower based. All right, anyway, Han and Teke, what do you got?
What's she got?
How do you want it?
What was she trying to say earlier when we were in the middle of an operation?
Give me a probably manipulation and empathy. What?
I love the fact that, shut up, we're doing stuff. Alright. Oh, now you want to listen to what I had to say.
3.
It's like the married situation.
Well, she's also dealing with a migraine roughly the size of...
Yay, backlash.
No.
That
no,
amount,
it's
that
not
amount,
backlash.
That amount of healing...
No,
gives
it's you take bashing damage or lethal damage for healing ag or lethal. So
I remember.
It's not backlash.
I
It's
was
just
using
the
headache as a, or backlash as a...
Shortcut.
You're-
No, I get it.
Yes.
All right.
no, because backlash is what happened
Me.
to you.
Because I made the fun
No.
character.
I think there's a lot of undercurrent that's currently ginning up the shit that's happening around us. I think a lot of this would happen regardless, but I think there's some added enhancement to current events. What I found interesting is something my grandfather had been really heavily looking into recently. Yeah. Is something called the Aleppo Codex, which you would think actually had something to do with Aleppo, but doesn't. The Aleppo Codex was a 10th century Bible that contains one of the primary editions of the book of Isaiah. And the Aleppo Codex was actually referring to the city of Aram Zobah, which later scholars attributed to being Aleppo, but is actually Nusaybon. Where we just were.
What was the addition to the what?
Oh,
what was it in addition to? This book.
Book of Isaiah.
Book of Isaiah.
It's one of the earliest. It's one of the earliest records of the Book of Isaiah.
Okay. And that's why I just.
She flips open. She flips open a book. That's a. It's a hand-bound book, but it's literally a codex that apparently her grandfather was transcribing. And she's got a number of post-it notes. And she flips it open and reads out the variant text. He reads out something that give me an academics roll, actually.
Difficulty?
Let's go 7.
Dang.
3.
The wild beasts of the desert shall also meet with the jackals, and the wild goat shall bleat to its companion. Also the night creature shall rest there and find for herself a place of rest. Now the thing with this is that there's some confusion on the translation of the night creature, because it can be translated as owl, it can be translated as something more sinister, or it can be translated as simply Lilith.
Can I get that phrasing again? Wild beasts of the desert shall meet with the jackals.
Yep.
Then
the wild goat shall bleat to its companion.
Goat will bleat to its companion.
Also, the night creature shall rest there.
Hold on. Bleat to companion, and the night creature will rest there.
Yep. And find for herself a place of rest.
The night creature will
rest there, and shall find a place for herself to rest. Find for herself a place of rest.
Yay.
The problem is whether or not this is supposed to be read literally, metaphorically, or specifically. Is this something that goes bump in the night? Is this a specific person? And that's kind of the big question here, is whether or not, given what these assassinations seem to be predicated on, are they talking about a specific biblical figure, given that we're dealing with what appear to be biblical figures that people are looking for?
That's deep.
I don't know. I honestly don't know.
That sounds concerning.
That's deep.
The other thing to consider is that there's another significant archaeological site on this side of the border, a place called Tel Leilon. Tel Leilon is an ancient site. I mean, it goes back thousands and thousands of years. According to the notes, and this seems to be something that my grandfather was conferring with people in light of all of this, Tel Leilon is very significant in that it has a archaeological codex that only appeared in the Mesopotamian area, which we are hundreds of miles removed from. There is a codex called the Sumerian List of Kings, which discusses the 1,000-year reign of a number of antediluvian kings. And these antediluvian kings were specifically in this Mesopotamian region. Specifically, most of them relocated to the ancient city of Kish. Why this codex was here, nobody's ever quite been able to pin down.
Because somebody brought it here.
But who and why? The antediluvian kings were said to reign for thousands of years, and the particular list before it switches to the apocryphal kings post-deluge. All of the antediluvian kings, it notes as, and then the flood came. The following list is when the flood waters receded. Without checking my notes, I believe there were 13 kings after the flood waters receded, none of which can be placed in history, and all of which were named for specific archetypal animals. The gazelle, the scorpion, and so on. Nobody knows who these kings were, and they cannot be fixed to history, but they were also noted as having had extended reign of several hundred years per. Most people attribute this to poor record keeping or poor translation of the length of their rule. I don't know. But I think if we're going to proceed further on this idea, we need to figure out, we need to actually get hold of more information dealing with the Sumerian List of Kings. So I feel like this is kind of a focal point for this particular line of research. Yay, lore dump.
What heck of a lore dump.
This is why you've got a dedicated scholar in your party. I wasn't going to make somebody have to take... Oh, good God, dude. I wasn't going to...
You know the table's there. How do you do that?
Because she's a dog.
Bonk. Hard head bones. This is how we keep hard head bones. Yeah, I wasn't going to have somebody have five dots in 5 dots in biblical lore for the sake of,
That person
investigation.
could have been the chaplain then.
No. She is as a-religious as they get. So, yeah. That's her input on things.
Wait out.
Since we're not that far from Tel Leilon, maybe we can take the opportunity and look into things, assuming you guys, assuming a lot of things, I guess. The half dozen or so people that they recovered from the bus are probably going to end up at the refugee camp unless, the team decides to take on more strays.
Do we need to report any of this to...
The captain will take care of that.
Will he, though?
He's the captain. You
He doesn't.
You don't want to jump rank on this.
Alright, then I guess I will make his day worse and send him, have Oh, right. You're there with him. You can show. It's show and tell time. Show him your phone gallery.
Oof. Yeah.
He's the captain.
I know.
He's the
You don't
captain.
want to jump rank on this.
No.
At
you
this
don't.
point, I would wait until the next day to show him this.
Fair enough.
To
There's
give him
more-
some time.
There's morning briefing.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. As far as it goes, yeah, this will be yet another thing added to the pile of things. And I think that's as good a place as any to take a break on this session. You're just walking into everything, aren't we, Pup Dog?
Well, yeah, she's trying to get behind you.
Well, yeah.
And the thing is closer than it was.
So she knocks over.
Was there anything else you guys wanted to go over before we cut it?
Nope.
Okay. You're good. You're good. Yeah, your character's been properly raked over the coals, I think, Rob.
Yeah.
It's usually my character.
And
It really is. You need to really narrow down your...
I'm going to help talk to the leader of the group.
Red Rain has decided, he's kind of tired. He's going to go in and settle down for the night. Get a good night's sleep. Have no trouble falling asleep and not having the horrible nightmares that is going to plague everybody else.
Oh,
For
I already
some
have
reason.
nightmares. It's actually, I take that flaw. I have nightmares already.
Yeah.
You do?
Yeah.
Now you have more.
You should be rolling dice at every session, Rob.
Oh, you
Yes.
should remind me of that.
Yes. Well, before we cut out,
Let's find out what that does
Let's
to you.
note what your...
Now I can actually earn it
I
without this.
believe it keeps him from regaining willpower upon resting.
Well, then that actually, hasn't...
It's not a problem because...
Succeed on a willpower roll or lose a die on all actions.
Oh, never mind.
Yeah, we'll
worse.
try to note that for next time.
Okay.
Because now we know your character is reliving a few things.
Yeah.
This time it's not mommy issues.
Yeah. I'll make it put in my notes.
Okay, so in the notes, we now know about 13 clans and...
Well, you want me to go over the list of all the
Sure
things
it's
he
not
mentioned?
kings?
Oh, shut up.
I knew what he meant by
things that then there is the 13 after the flood.
Gee, I wonder which...
Name for archetypal animals, not fixed to history.
Yeah. No, you don't need to...
He's
got
got
it.
a book of notes on that. He didn't stop writing until
Yeah, my
Ruben
hands
stopped
hurt.
speaking.
No,
Yeah.
I get it.
That was,
Would you like me to give you a list of animals? Because I can.
I'll take them.
Okay, let's see. Hopefully it will give me the proper translation on this. I really don't want to jump into every single one. Let's see. After the kingship descended from heaven, the kingship was in Eridu. Okay. 1, 2,
Merpadu.
3, 4, 5,
Merpadu.
6, 7,
No,
8.
the kingship was in Merpadu, the descendant of the Messiah.
Okay,
You
let's...
can tell he likes you if he pees on your shoes.
I don't honestly know where any of this is going. All right.
Pretty sure?
All
Make
right.
it a full name.
Either the first king on the list to be mentioned or the first king after the flood.
Those were ones listed as animal.
Well, that's what I'm trying to find is the specific animals
Yeah.
that they list. Because there are specific ones that are...
So when do we have to hunt down Dwayne Johnson?
Right.
oh,
The following kings were the names of animals. Okay.
Really? Was that?
I'm just remembering how horrible the animation was on that. In the Mummy movie.
I will have to give you a...
Almost as bad as that fight scene in the Matrix.
I will have to get back to you on the specifics of this because the Wikipedia entry is lacking.
Okay.
Because it says, oh yeah, they're the names of animals, and then doesn't tell me which animals.
Okay.
So.
Well, there's Dwayne The Rock Johnson.
The Scorpion.
Yeah.
The Assamite. I mean,
I just know he's a Scorpion King, so.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Anything else I don't know. At least that part I can keep track of.
Yeah, I will try to find you the definitive list of which animals, which kings were after the flood.
Okay.
As they came to dwell in the second city in Kish. So, all right. Yeah, let's reconvene from there.
You said the second city.